Hey guys, Oro here, and today we're watching IGN's Elden Ring PvP build guide. I've heard it's terrible, but let's see how bad it really is.
PvP in Elden Ring can be great fun, but also quite challenging. The competition have been honing their skills against demigods and dragons alike since release. We're going to show you the ins and outs of making a PvP build, as well as an example build using those principles. Here's how to best prepare yourself against the hardest of Elden Ring bosses, other players.
I'm excited to see this, but I'm also really scared.
Elden Ring is super flexible, so there are a ton of viable build options for any given situation. We're going to point out some of the better pieces of equipment and then create an example from those. But don't be afraid to experiment once you've mastered the basics. If you're curious about where to get a particular weapon or piece of equipment,
is he cheating?
check out our written guide on IGN. When choosing pieces of armor for your character,
I think
the
he was
defensive stats are
exploiting.
most important. Poise helps reduce stagger when you're attacked, which can be crucial for squeaking out one last strike or managing a quick escape. Damage negation is equally important, allowing you to potentially take an additional hit or two. To this end, we recommend the Bullgoat set, or a similar alternative, like the lighter weight veteran set, or the Omen set if you're into that kind of thing. These armors have high poise, along with equally high defensive stats. You need to keep your equip load to at least medium in order to dodge quickly.
Wait, level
So if you don't have enough
209?
endurance to don one of these heavy sets,
What are
choose
you
an alternative
doing?
That'll keep you at medium load. Heavyweight dodge rolls are easy to exploit, and reduces your amount of invincibility frames.
Oh
If
no.
fashion is your passion, rest assured that there are plenty of alternative ways to mix and match other pieces into one of these recommended sets. There are
they're not
armor
wrong.
pieces and sets that'll give you an increase to certain stats, or a passive buff, like the
Bullgoats
Silver
is
Tear Mask or
really
the Spellblade.
ugly, and Veterans is really ugly, but if you want to
There are a
win,
ton of viable weapon choices.
that's definitely the way to go. I respect
So try
that.
out different weapons to see what suits your style. Your weapon choice will dictate how you allocate your stats. The most important differences between weapons are the pace of attacks, attack range, and weapon skills. You're looking for attacks that are hard to dodge, force the opponent to defend in predictable ways.
He's
or
using
have
the
powerful
easiest to
follow-up
dodge
attacks.
attack in the game.
Rivers of Blood, for example, has
Oh,
excellent
now he's
range
not!
and bleed buildup, making it very difficult to dodge and ideal for chipping away at your enemy. Some
I went
of the
from a
later game
0 to
weapons, such as
100
Dragon King's Cragblade,
real
Sacred
quick.
Relic Sword, and Hand of Millennia offer weapon skills that also have these qualities.
The hand,
There are some
hard to
powerful choices that are
dodge.
accessible
What?
relatively early on as well, such as the Bloodhound's Fang, Moonveil, or Eleonora's Poleblade.
Oh
If
my
you prefer
god,
using weapons with a
Eleonora's
customizable
no.
skill, try using the
It takes
Ashes
like
of War
5
Warcraft
minutes
style,
to queue
or
up.
lose Earthshaker and Sword Dance. If you're planning on building a caster or have
Oh
trouble
fuck,
controlling your
Bloodhound
spells, there
stepping.
is a specific Ash of War that
Stars
needs a
of
lot attention.
Ruin, no.
Bloodhound Step, which can be used in quick succession to quickly teleport away from the fight.
He's cheating! Oh my god! What? He's actually exploiting. Fire's deadly sin with blood flame. What? He's literally cheating. Oh my fucking god! And he's bloodhound stepping at him, so he can't get hit, and he's doing bleed without hitting him. This is an exploit. What the fuck? Why are they showing this in a PvP guide? No. Okay, I'm beginning to see why this video's bad. Let's continue on.
Quickly close a gap. If dodging
Oh,
isn't your
no.
thing, there are two other options you can add to your build to avoid damage. The first is the parry skill. It can be hard to
get
do,
fucked.
mostly because you have to time your opponent's attacks perfectly. But if executed correctly, it'll set you up for a powerful critical hit. The parry Ash of War can be equipped to specific weapons and shields. Speaking of shields, blocking is the other alternative. The most important stats on a shield are its damage negation percentages and its guard boost. Ideally, your shield will have 100% physical damage negation and the highest guard boost possible. This way you can reliably block physical attacks while spending as little stamina as you can, although other types of damage still bleed through. To this end, we recommend the Fingerprint Stone Shield.
Oh
It can outright
shit!
counter some people's narrow physical builds if the shield is maxed out and you're using the Great Shield Talisman. Once you've chosen your armaments, level them up as high.
I'm sorry. I know Fingerprint Shield is good, but like, holy fuck. This guide is unhinged. And I respect it, because I would do a guide like this, unironically. Because this is how to win. This is how to win. The shit's overpowered. It's really dumb, but this isn't how to get better, because let's be honest, these things are going to get patched. This IGN guide is going to make people rely on, like, full Bullgoats, soul level 200, Bloodhound Step, like, fucking fingerprint shield the most overpowered shit in the game? Like, I don't understand. Oh man, and they went over parries and they didn't say like carry and retaliation and golden parry are the best parries. Like, they have no idea what they're talking about. Oh, this is so bad. I'm sorry, I keep on pausing, but it's got to be addressed, man. Oh,
highest possible to increase their base damage and their skills damage. The additional power is crucial. Staffs and seals are technically armaments, but they can only affect sorceries and incantations. Speaking of which, although you could use both, the number of stat points needed to efficiently use sorceries and incantation is drastic. So in most cases, it's better to choose one of these two spellcasting options to support your build. Incantations are generally the stronger choice. They have better buffs, along with a diverse set of viable spell options. Flame Grant Me Strength and Golden Vows attack buffs stack with each other, for example.
Okay. I don't know if one is just better than the other. He just said sorceries are just not as good as incantations, which is a lie. Most of the best spells in the game are fucking sorceries. Carrion Slicer? Stars of Ruin? Hello? What? Just because, you know, Faith has buff doesn't mean it's better. Might be better for melee builds, sure, but what the fuck? It's just wrong.
Another great combo for incantation users is Fire's Deadly Sin and Blood Flame.
Oh my god!
The fire damage aura from Fire's Deadly Sin will start to apply the bleed from Blood Flame Blade, making it easy to punish Tarnish who like to run.
What? He literally just told people how to exploit. They're going over it. He's like legitimately teaching people how to cheat. Oh my fucking god, I can't. I can't with this.
Don't count sorceries out entirely though. Some of the offensive spells are nearly impossible to dodge.
There you go.
It's a little FP intensive, but Stars of Ruin almost guarantees at least some damage while setting you up for follow-up attacks. When choosing a staff or seal to cast your spells from, keep in mind what attributes scale their power, and their additional passive effects found in their descriptions. For instance, the Frenzied Flame Seal scales with Dexterity, Strength, Faith, and Intelligence, allowing for your incantations to be powered up from all of these stats. In addition, this specific seal boosts Frenzied Flame incantations by 20%, making spells like Frenzied Burst incredibly strong. Pay attention to your staff's attribute scaling as well. The Meteorite staff starts with an S scaling in Intelligence, along with a 30% boost to the power of your gravity spells. Lusat's Glintstone staff doesn't have as much scaling power, but it does increase the potency of all your sorceries by 10% at the cost of more expensive spells. Also, there are a lot of intelligence weapons that, when combined with sorceries, can be devastating, such as Moonveil and the Dark Moon Greatsword. One last thing to note, a lot of sorceries and incantations can be charged by holding down the casting button. Charged spells do more damage, and can increase their range at the cost of an increased spellcasting time. Use this to throw off an opponent's dodge timing, or cut your cast short for a quicker recovery. Just like with your weapon choice, there are a lot of good options to pick for talismans. Here are just some of our favorites. If you're building a caster, the Radagon's icon increases your casting speed as if you had 30 more points in dexterity. If you find yourself focused on your weapon skill, the Shard of Alexander boosts its damage by 15%. The +5 to Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dexterity from Radagon's Sword Seal more than makes up for the 15% increase in coming damage.
No! No, no, no! No, it doesn't! What? Wait, he's level 209 and he's wearing the Sword Seal! What the fuck? Why? No, it doesn't! It's bad! Bad, bad, bad. Dude. No. You don't want to run Sword Seal past like level 100. If you can help it. Unless you're doing a really fucked up build, which you probably shouldn't be doing anyways. Bad. Oh my god. Yeah, Radagon's downside is huge. Your estimated HP gets cut so big. At higher levels, you want to have as much HP as you can. Oh my god. I hate this.
Especially if you prioritize HP with other great talismans, like the Erd Tree's Favor +2 or the Crimson Amber Medallion. The Bull Goat's talisman increases poise by a staggering 33%. The Great Jar's arsenal provides a 19% increase to the max equip load, allowing you to use heavier armor and weapons. Finally, the Dragoncrest Great Shield talisman decreases all the physical damage taken by 17%. You won't be able to choose all of these, but try
No, he's using it in PvP. No! It's got reduced effectiveness, like, majorly. Like, all of those defensive talismans, including the Dragon Crest one he just showed, they do basically nothing in PvP. They're essentially useless. They're great in PvE, but they've reduced effectiveness. What? Oh my god.
to find the ones that suit your style the best.
He's ruining people's
There
builds.
are a few things to keep in mind when choosing your stats for PvP. Mind is important in relation to how much you rely on your skills or spells to do your damage. Take note of how many times you can use Bloodhound's Finesse or Stars of Ruin, and then choose your amount of mind to accommodate a certain amount of uses. Vigor reigns supreme and should be your top priority. Being able to take an additional Rivers of Blood slap could be the edge you need for a win. Ideally, your endurance will be at the
That's the only good thing about this video.
exact amount needed for you to carry all of your gear and stay within a medium weight load. Using talismans to increase your weight capacity won't come with the increased stamina that endurance does. Strength and dexterity should both be proportionally invested in relation to what stats your weapons scale with, but each comes with its own unique benefit. Dexterity decreases your casting time, so hybrid build casters may want to pair their spells with a dex weapon. When you two-hand a weapon, your strength score increases by 50%, also increasing that weapon's damage. Intelligence and faith, like strength and dexterity, is most often a binary choice. Depending on what kind of casting you choose, along with how much you'll depend on casting, will dictate how many points to allocate towards these stats. Note that even buff spells are empowered by a higher related casting stat. The only PvP related benefit Arcane...
No, they're not. Weapon buffs are, but he just used the self buff, which are flat. They don't scale at all. That's a lie. He's wrong again. Oh my god. Oh, the amount of misinformation this video is spreading is hurting me. My chat is gonna be fucked for weeks. Thanks a lot, IGN.
provides is with weapons that specifically scale off Arcane. The additional blood, madness, poison, or
Are you gonna tell people the soft caps
Arcane you have,
so they know where to stop leveling? No? Nope. Just
when considering your Flask of
on
Wonders
to the next
options,
one.
Know that PvP fights won't always last that long, and you won't always have it available in every fight. Use it for a quick boost to your power by choosing one of the Crystal Knot tiers to increase the stat by 5, along with one of the Shrouded Crack tiers for a more specific.
Why does he need to use the stat tiers at level 209? Riddle me that. Why not use one of the other tiers that gives you something you can't get from 209 motherfucking stats? Like infinite poise for 10 seconds, or immunity to magic damage for 15. Like, holy shit.
Type of damage. Stamina is needed for every weapon swing, so the 15 stamina per second recovery from the Green Burst Crystal tier is nice to have. Rather go into the fight with some additional defenses? The Opaline Bubble tier can absorb most of the damage from your opponent's next attack. The Crimson Bubble tier heals you for 30% of your maximum HP once you drop below 20%.
Opaline Bubble tier is one of the worst options in PvP because it can get cracked in 5 seconds with the tiniest little 7,000 throwing knives there are in the game, and then you lose out on your bubble tier. The fact that he's recommending that is like, oh.
If you have a lot of HP, using both the Crimson Crystal tiers to heal all of it in one potion is also useful. Now that we've laid out the principles for crafting an efficient PvP build, let's put one together.
You didn't, though!
In this build, we're taking advantage of the bleed build-up mechanic as a Faith caster, using dex weapons. The curved greatsword
we're taking advantage of cheating
build-up, but can be improved with the Blood Flame incantation, which also adds fire damage.
Yep, there he goes.
Is buffed with
he didn't use it yet.
Strength incantation, which also increases physical damage. This physical damage buff stacks exponentially with Golden Vow, which applies a damage and defensive buff simultaneously. This defense is backed up.
He's showing the AR, but again, all of those buffs are still reduced effectiveness in PvP. The AR isn't accurate towards players. You're getting, what, maybe half of the buffs going on? Like, he has no idea how the game works or what PvP works. I hate this video.
By our equipment, with the damage negation and poise of the Bull Goat set complemented by the Bull Goat's talisman. This combination brings us to 133 poise,
Jesus
the maximum
fuck.
without consumable items like Balachin's Blessing. Radagon Source Heal's benefits are too good to pass
Actually
up.
a little
So our Wondrous
terrifying.
Flask is mixed with the Crimson and Opaline Bubble Tea,
Plus cheating.
giving us defensive buffs to help mitigate its negative effect. Erdtree's Favor +2 also helps mitigate Radagon Source Heal's deficits by providing more HP. And
Yep,
comes
there
with
it is,
additional
it's on!
stamina and quick load. That, combined with Great Jar's Arsenal, makes our
Why
tanky
are
build
you
comfortably
cheating?
sit at a medium load. The Frenzied Flame Seal
Why are
is
you
chosen
promoting
for its
this?
dexterity scaling, along with
What
the added
the
buff to our range
fuck?
incantation, Frenzied Burst. For stats, Vigor and Dexterity are the priority.
I can't
followed by
believe
a
this is
high
real.
faith and Mind to support the many buff and offensive spells in the build. The Intelligence, Arcane, and Endurance stats are resting at the amounts needed for the necessary requirements of our spells and equipped load. Our armaments have a little bit of strength scaling, so we invested a few points in it as well. As for our other incantations, Swarm of Flies combines well with the hemorrhage effects of our Bloodhound's Fang. It also adds a powerful slow-moving ability to
Oh
our
my god,
arsenal
he's
to keep the
exploiting
opponents guessing.
in duels
Fire's Deadly
too.
Sin removes the Flame Grant Me Strength buff, but because it applies blood loss due to Blood Flame Blade, it's
No.
a great option for chasing down Maidenless Tarnished who spam their dodges. Honed
What? He's exploiting and he's calling roll spamming maidenless? Because you roll spam? Because you don't know how to roll catch? Because you don't know how to play the game? Holy shit. This is the worst PvP guide of all time. This is hurting me to watch. I don't know if I can make it. There's only 2 minutes left, but I don't know if I'm strong enough. Oh my fucking god. He's literally exploiting. He's cheating. And he's calling people who roll spam because he doesn't know how to roll catch the most basic part of PvP. Maidenless. I can't anymore. Fucking play.
Bolt is another great answer to interrupting dodge spamming
Oh,
and
bolt
happens to be
spam!
great at punishing players who try to heal. Ekzaiki's Decay could be replaced
Oh
with
my
any
god,
other
rot
main
breath!
dragon
Oh
options,
no!
and is mainly used to switch up strategies in case of a stalemate. Barrier of Gold helps counter magic builds by increasing magic resistance by 60%.
Okay, I'm not being funny. All of these things are incredibly powerful, but they're like the most like no skill required, zero brain shit in the game. Like it's fine. I respect him going over the shit that people hate because this is a guide. It's not meant to be honorable, it's not meant to be nice. But at the same time, he's not really teaching people how to play the game. What if their shit runs out? What if they don't have that? They're just gonna fucking die. What if they run into someone who knows how to play and they dodge this shit? Then they're gonna get super fucked. This is a joke. This whole guide is a fucking joke.
All that leaves is the Sacred Relic Sword. This weapon is perfect for our Dex and Faith build, scaling from both of them. Its Wave of Gold skill,
Spamming Wave of
devastatingly
Gold.
powerful, has a knockback effect, huge range, and makes for a great opening attack.
Oh my
Regardless of
god.
what build you choose to make, determining the pace of combat is crucial.
Oh good, he's dead.
Using slow-moving abilities like the Swarm of Flies incantation or the Wave of Gold skill are great ways to force your opponent to react in ways that you can predict. Follow up with faster options like a dash attack or Bloodhound's Finesse to take advantage of the predictable dodges that come after. You
Oh, you
could
hit
also move
someone!
forward with these slow-moving abilities to close the gap. if
Look
your
at that,
strength
it's
lies
not
in
so
a melee
hard.
strategy, like this one. You'll want to apply buffs right before the fight, but they don't last forever. Look for opportunities to reapply them mid-fight when they run out. Once you've practiced for a while, consider rearranging your spells to make switching them easier to do while in combat. Your build has to be able to answer for the array of other builds. The best PvP players will have options against the many strategies you'll potentially face.
How would you know that?
With
I'm
these
sorry.
tips, we hope you'll be farming fellow Tarnished for runes and rune arcs in no time. Let us know about any combinations you found success with in PvP, or where your favorite place to fight is.
Oh, I'll let you know,
For more on
alright.
Elden Ring, be sure to check out our sorcery build guide for a more spell-focused character, or our guide on how to unlock the secret endgame area of Mikula's Halig Tree. For all of your other gaming needs, keep it here on IGN.
He's fingerprint shield exploiting, dude. I can't. That was the worst thing I've ever watched. I want to pull my eyes out of the sockets and fucking go back in time and prevent myself from watching this video. but I can't. It's too fucking late. I've seen enough. Oh my god. He didn't go over soft caps. He didn't really tell you how to play. He didn't say anything about spacing, about roll catching. He just said, okay, here's my build. Here's an exploit to cheat. Here's the most overpowered shit in the game. Good luck, sucker. Like, that was it. That's all I got out of the video. Plus a whole bunch of misinformation. Like, way too much misinformation, as you've seen. Wow. That was fucking awful. No offense to the dude who made this, but you need to learn the game before you make a PvP build guide, before you look like an idiot in front of everyone. Like, I'm not being funny. And showcasing an exploit and promoting it on one of the most popular gaming websites ever, that's maidenless right there. Holy shit. Okay, I'm done. I need to go, I don't know, take a fucking nap. Thanks for watching. This is the worst thing I've ever had to watch. Hope you enjoyed my reaction. Okay, bye.